All right, so this is my assessment tracker that is up in the store. So the first page kind of gives you the color key, tracks your evaluations, how many of each type, and how many reevals each case manager has. So I've already put in student names and information. So obviously these are fake, but real primary and secondary eligibilities. There is a type here, and that's where it will calculate whether or not a case manager has a try. So let me add dates. So I'll add annual dates, reeval dates, and it'll automatically combine when to send the assessment plan home and when 60 days are due. So you can see if it gets highlighted, that means it needs to go out this month. So I share this with case managers just to let them like, hey, this is coming up. This one has to go out. When we receive parent consent, let's say we get this one the second day of school, it will auto-calculate 60 days from now, and it highlights it to let me know I need to start working on it right away. The next piece is I've changed this up this year. I wanted to keep track of when I sent out certain things or completed certain things. So parent interviews, teacher interviews, student structured and unstructured observations, and rating scales. I might add another one for student rating scale. You can always add more. Doing testing, if speech needs to be testing or any other. And then once it's ready, updating the impact statement, present levels, any goals. There's a separate SLD page that we have to complete in California. I don't know why, but I always forget. Update any services if I have to. I have to upload my report. We use a system called SACE. Complete my billing, also through SACE, and then when the case is completed, it changes the color, and I filter it so I don't see it anymore, but it's been completed and out of my brain. So the next piece, based on these dates, is it will give me year at a glance. Oops. I don't know why I went all the way there. So we'll input when annual dates are and when triennials. It gets highlighted if the student has both has a reeval this year. So for Scott Summers has a reeval in December, but the annual is in November. So that kind of gives me a warning of like, hey, I need to do this at the same time. Or like Wade Wilson has an annual in November, but the reeval is in May. So trying to figure out whether or not I want to have two separate meetings. Oh, so this, if this comes up, it is because there are not enough cells. There are too many, so I had some hidden, but I will increase some more rows. There it is. So October is clearly a heavy month. Has everyone's name on here, and you can see most of the tries are either October or November. So there's that. I have this IEP year at a glance. So this is based off if you already know when you're going to do IEP dates. So if it is due in October, right, we want to do it before, or the try is the 3rd, so let's put October 2nd. The reeval for this one is in September, so try to do it beforehand. It will start adding names here based on this column, combined annual and try dates. The last sheet is this one. So you can edit this. It will give you this warning. You can ignore it for 5 minutes, but this helps you calculate all of those dates. When the assessment plan is returned, it will calculate 60 days if that is what you are on. If you do 30 school days or 45 school days, that is also an option. You just have to unhide it here. Actually, it should be unhidden for you. So you can see when I input a date, it automatically calculates things there as well. So it will calculate for all of those days. In California, we toll doing the assessment. So if you put in any days that you have off, so this is winter break, you also have to include summer, because once April, May comes around, it will start saying your items are due the following year. So If you can definitely change these, so I get 3 weeks off for winter break. I don't go back till the 9th. I know other districts go back the 4th, so let's see. If I have one due, the parent goes back here. This one says not due till January 17th. If I take away these dates, it is now due January 13th because I've removed some of those holiday dates. So it will calculate it based on any holidays. So whether you have 3 weeks off for a vacation, 4 weeks, if you have a spring break that just happens to have 6 days, I know my son's district does, that will also get told. So putting in that week will alter it. So making sure that you put all in all holidays as well as when you're after the first day of summer until you come back in the fall next year. So that has been updated and in the store. Let me know if you have any questions.